Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for a very special war against GT40, regarded as the best war alliance in game. It's the moment we match them, it's like, oh, damn it, here we go, It's always a rough war against these guys. I basically go into it expecting them to drop a donut, an alliance-wide donut, which is no deaths. So that's what I go in expecting when we face GT40, At most, maybe they'll die one time, if we're lucky. And then we need to respond to that, which is not easy to do. So, yeah, it's not going to be an easy war ahead of us. And as you can see by the time I joined, we already had 4 deaths. And they had 1. They actually surprised me they had 1. So, yeah. I looked at that and I was like... It made me feel better, honestly, because, like, oh, okay. Well, it looks like we already lost. So, even if I die, it's fine. It's not going to make much of a difference, if the war is already lost, essentially, So, it at least made me go into my fights with, not as much stress or worry, because the outcome of the war is pretty much already decided at this point, So, I'm of course going to try my best, and I don't want to die. But, the pressure is off at this point. So, normally, and for the longest time, I've been able to get, all my war fights done in just one go. But on this day, I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and I did these war fights actually in her car. We just gotten both of our hair done, actually. She got her hair dyed, and by her aunt, and her aunt gave me a little bit of a haircut too, which was super dope. So I was just in the car coming back from that. I did a couple of these war fights, just because I didn't want to worry about it later on in the night, and I wanted to free up some of my battle group mates, because my buddy Enzo applied his white magneto guidance to this man thing for me, and I asked him to apply guidance as well to another fight later on. So I wanted to make sure he was cleared to do so, because Enzo, his time zone is a lot different than ours. This was like I think around 4 5 p.m. Canadian time, Mountain Standard Time. Alright, up next we have Biwi. We have his Black Panther Civil War here. So we're going for some Onslaught. Onslaught's totally safe to parry Black Panther. The main thing to be looking out for is to not heavy attack when he is above 10 of his own charges. Now, this fight did not go the greatest. But I'm glad it went this way, because it showed me, like, what really is the worst case scenario. So here we go for the heavy. He, like, just gets to 10 charges, hit a little nice clean intercept, and then here I go for another heavy, and boom, you can see that's pretty much as bad as it's gonna get against this guy right there. All that damage that we just took. So let's see that damage again real quick. So went from 100% down to 74%. I thought, like, we were gonna die. Like, I thought that's how bad it was gonna be. A quarter of our health? That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. And now he's dead. So, completely screwed the pooch on that fight. Took a fat combo. Took his burst damage. It's fine. We're still chilling. More than above 50% health, it's fine. So, Onslaught's really good for Black Panther Civil War. And if something goes wrong, you're going to be fine. It's not that big of a deal. That was on, just a path fight. If it was on a mini-boss fight, it might take me below 50%. But there's no way that's going to kill me. Just off one mistake. Off 2 mistakes, okay, maybe. But 1 mistake, it doesn't seem too punishing, which was good to see. Alright, now, next up, we're getting into Section 2. We are once again having that Silver Surfer and Hulk synergy. And as some of you guys pointed out in the comments below, that just tactic attackers are already immune to placebo, which I didn't know that. And apparently also, Matt 2 Hill in my alliance, he was saying that the synergy also just turns off the Unstoppable from the tactic. The Unstoppable passive. So yeah, this synergy is OP, dude. The synergy is freaking crazy. Glad to be running it again. And so up first here we have a werewolf by night. And I was a little bit worried about this fight. You know, I feel like werewolf, this fight can easily go wrong, but having the slow is really good because then I don't have to worry if he goes unstoppable and unblockable, and I can still attack him. And then here we get into our gamma mode with the special one ready. So we enter him into the stun lock, and by that point he's already dead. So that fight went super good. Next up we have a Domino, rank 3 Domino, again with the placebo, EMP modification, all that good stuff. Again, the synergy coming in big here, just making us completely buff immune, basically turning off every single one of those nodes. We just don't have to worry about anything here, which is really cool. All we need to worry about is Domino and her abilities, not getting clapped by a dexterity failing dash back or somehow eating a special to the face. You know, as long as we don't do something catastrophic like that, it should be an easy fight. So just throw the special one just to ditch some power. There we go. Still unlucky right now. Just keeping an eye on my unlucky and her lucky at all times, and being very careful and mindful of my spacing when I don't have access to my dexterity. Try to make sure I don't catch a combo to the face dashing back. That'd be really bad. And then here we go to 15 Furies, but we also get unlucky, so we don't trigger the Gamma Rage. But here we do trigger it. Boom, drop special 2. My special 2 with Hulk never crits. Never. Does not crit for me. So, yeah, didn't do that much. Another combo. Here she triggers Lucky. So I'm immediately going to throw the special 1. Boom. Again, we got him in the stun lock, and the fight is over. Dude, Hulk just clapping cheeks right now. It's great. So, got a couple more fights this war. Was supposed to have even more, like that Bullseye on Mini Island. My Officer Clown ended up taking that Bullseye actually with his Spider-Man 2099. You heard me right. He took a Bullseye mini-boss with Spider-Man 2099. It's crazy. Really, really interesting fight. But yeah, so I just move up here, and then, you know, I came back later. This was now, but a bit after midnight, after me and my girlfriend stopped hanging out. And I was like, all right, before I go to bed, you know, let me knock out the rest of my fights. I don't want to have to, you know, wake up early in the morning to do these or anything like that, you know. I just want them done and out of the way. So go ahead and buy a little 200% science power back boost while I can. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the power back boosts are actually getting nerfed. So, yeah, that's something. Maybe I'll make a video talking about that. I don't know. Yeah, getting back to this war, we have another Shocker. So Shocker can be a little bit sketchy to fight, and so I specifically requested a guidance here from Enzo, which was, I really wanted that. Shout out to Enzo, thanks to him. So, and the reason I wanted that is because every time we knock this Shocker down, he goes debuff immune. So, you know, and that paired with Ebb and Flow knockdown makes things a little bit tricky. But if we got the guidance, you know, that's a free knockdown. So here we need to go for an intercept. Boom, smash that out right away. Pop a special 2, hoping for a crit. And no crit once again. Here he dexes me into a parry and catches me with a combo. Luckily, though, it didn't stun me. And then we managed to get the intercept right there with the relic. So that was a relic intercept. And right here, I'm just trying to bait a special. And look at his prowess. You know, he's up at 7-8 prowess right now. I'm like, dude, what the frick? Stop that right now. Here's at 6 prowess. I'm like, no, we got to do some combos just to get rid of all that prowess, man. And here he's unblockable, so I need to intercept. Looking for the intercept right now. He throws a heavy. I'm gonna go in 1 medium, dash back, go for a light intercept. There we go. This fight, man, is stressful. Like, I want to get off a heavy attack, but at the same time, I don't want him to have too much of that prowess. And then by the time I, you know, bait a special, I need to intercept again, just like in constant loop. But there we go. Did everything nice and quick. Got the intercept off quick there. There we go. There's the heavy. And then here, I missed a parry, and he catches me with a combo. That was very scary. Again, very lucky that he didn't trigger some type of stun and just start stun locking me. That would have sucked. But yeah, here he's at 7 prowess right there. I felt like I wasn't going to land my hit, so I threw my relic as a safety precaution, and it totally worked. I think it even counted as an intercept. Here, get another intercept, and Shocker's down at 4%. Land the parry, 1 more combo. He goes down, dude. Shocker. So sketchy. And then, like, literally, my girlfriend texts me. I'm home. I'm like, oh, wait. Am I not recording? Like, I thought I hit record and do not disturb. I did. And her text went through. I was like, okay, well, good to know she's home safe and sound, you know. If you guys are ever on a date with a lady, you know, when she goes home, always say, text me when you get home safe and sound. Make sure to always say that. You can make sure your girl gets home safe. So, yeah. Got that text, and I was like, alright, that's great. One more fight to go for this war. We have a little Enchantress. I was trying to get in here with that invulnerability boost still active, but I missed it by a couple of seconds, so I was like, dang it. Alright, we're going to have to throw on another invulnerability boost. It's all good, though. There we go. So here we have Scared Stiff, Power Focus 2, and Bubble Shield. So here, dude, I am not worried at all. And here, she just throws the heavy for me. I'm like, oh, thanks. Here, get the knockdown. Boom, there we go. So, my plan here is just to push Enchantress to her special 2. Or, sorry, her special 3. And I'm not even going to bother with the special 1 or the special 2. We're just pushing her straight to special 3. We got the invulnerability boost. We can tank up to 3 of those. Even if we didn't have an invulnerability boost, you know. Like, we're going to survive. We're going to survive at least 1 or 2 special 3s. Her special 3 really doesn't hit that hard. It also applies a little debuff that you can heal from after with willpower, so that's nice too. So we've already taken her down past 50%. It's our first special that we're baiting out of her special 3, and then we go back in for some combos, and I'm just hoping that she doesn't throw the special 1, and then here we're in our Gamma Rage. Boom, stun lock has been activated. This fight is over. Enchantress, you're done for. She can't throw any specials. Now right here, I literally dashed back, threw a heavy, just to flex. I had some spare time, you know. I had some spare time in the stun lock there. Why not flex a little bit and then going for the kill, you know? I was just screwing around. But, yeah, that was my last fight against GT40. Literally screwing around. But, yeah. Good war for me. Good assignments. And, yeah, I would have had a bullseye here with Onslaught, but never got to it. Shout out to Clown for killing that with Spidey99. Pretty crazy. Of course, we lost. Like I said, the war was decided when I was joining. They had 1 death for the rest of the war, and we ended up with 6. This unfortunately did push us out of Masters as well. We're currently Platinum 1, Rank 1, so we're as close to Masters as you can be without being in it. But we still have a few wars left this season, so I'm hoping we can still have the Masters finish. But yeah, guys, I was going to go ahead and wrap it up for our Alliance war against GT40. It ended in defeat. I'm not surprised. They're really good. GG's to them. Hope you guys enjoyed the Alliance war fights. Drop a like if so. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.